Okay. Yeah, so as Sarah said, I'm a physical therapist, and as such, I see a lot of people with low back problems, especially low back pain. And so we're going to talk about how to make sure that doesn't happen to any of you, or get rid of it if it does. We want to study what we do with our bodies. We have to look at ourselves. We have to study what our bodies are made of. And in order to do that, we have to get down and get looking very close. The human body can do a lot of amazing things. We can take ourselves and put ourselves in all sorts of amazing, interesting positions, but just because we can do that doesn't mean we should. When we look at anatomy, we want to think of whose anatomy are we looking at. Do we look at a human anatomy, or do we look at the anatomy of Gumby? Gumby is an interesting character, not really a person. Gumby is made out of clay. And as such, Gumby can twist in all sorts of ways. Gumby could twist his lumbar spine in 360 degrees, but Gumby doesn't have a spine. He has clay. The human spine, lumbar spine, can only turn 15 degrees in either direction, as opposed to Gumby, who was doing 360s there. The facet joints in the lumbar spine actually act as stoppers and keep us from rotating any more than that. If we do try and rotate more than that, this kidney bean-shaped object at the top of the slide there is our disc, and we will shear across that lumbar disc. And shear forces are great, well known by builders and such. They're destructive. And if you look at this slide, you see the different discs going through different stages of destruction and degeneration. Bulging disc, herniated disc, degenerated disc, and bones that then start becoming very gnarly after we break everything down. All of you happen to be sitting right now, or a few standing lucky ones, but in sitting we begin this degeneration. Nothing is supporting us on the inside. That we think the chairs are supporting us, but they're not. Our spine is actually crumbling and moving off to the side. And actually, a lot of times we're turning to say hi to our neighbor, reaching for a beer, or like this lucky gentleman, he's turning around to make sure the brick wall is not going to fall down on his head. At the same time, he's actually working to try and twist farther. We learn sitting at an early age. By the time you're the age of these youngsters in school, you've spent 10, 15, 20 years sitting and thinking that the chair is helping you. Some people then take it to another extreme. They actually exercise and try and twist through their low back. They smile all the while that they're breaking their spines on down. Lots of fun. We can then take it to an even further extreme, or an art form. This person, if you look at her thoracic spine or rib cage, is pretty flat. The hips are locked in. All that rotation is happening through the lumbar spine. Well done. Nice shear forces that are just breaking that spine down. How do we stop that? We use these lateral muscles on the sides of our abdomen. The sections that are cut out, you can see 3 layers in there. They actually are built like 3-ply plywood. We use plywood to shore up and stabilize buildings. That's what we do for our bodies. The pelvic floor muscles, the Kegels, yes, men, you have them too, not just women, and you should be using them. You just pretend you're stopping your urine, they tighten up, and you'll feel your abdominals on the sides tighten up too. They start to help protect you. These muscles, this is a transection of the abdomen. You can see the red lines going around. These are the abdominal muscles and the deep back muscles. They come all the way around and they support that spine and keep it from breaking down. Another way to help protect them is to actually use your hips. The hips are good for a lot of things. They're big joints, they're made for movement, and if you feel the butt muscles that you're sitting on, the gluteals, you'll notice that there should be a lot of muscle mass in there. This person is actually using his muscle mass to move. You can see he's keeping his back straight, moving through those wonderful hip joints that he was given, and he's protecting his back. This next person that's coming up is actually going to be working on doing as much rotation as she can through her lumbar spine, but we don't want to do that. I want you to join with me and just say no to twisting. Just say no to twisting, please. Now, just say no to twisting. If we're going to live with our bodies, we have to actually study them. We've got to get down, look at our bodies, look at the bodies of those around us, and figure out how to protect ourselves. So I wish you a healthy and happy life, and Take care of yourselves.